on the intent of Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, if someone doesn't want to be dictated to is Shakib Al Hasan, and is in danger of facing off a maiden here. Chottogram will know that he holds the key to this run chase. So if they get him, they're well into this defending this total of 125. That's short. Doesn't capitalize. Again, no boundary. Another really good over. After 4, it's 11 for 1.
রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণফোনে রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইলে। যখন যেখানে খুশি ম্যাজিক অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
লাইফবয় লিকুইড হ্যান্ড ওয়াশের সাথে পাও জীবাণু থেকে 10 গুণ বেশি সুরক্ষা। তাই এখন পাম্প, রাব, ছু করো 10 গুণ বেশি জীবাণু। লাইফবয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ 100 মিলি প্যাক এখন সাবানের দামে।
এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন মেরিল মিল্ক বাথ 150 গ্রাম মেরিল মিল্ক সোপ বারের সাথে 25 গ্রাম মিল্ক সোপ বার ফ্রি। এখন দুধ দিয়ে গোসল হোক প্রতিদিন।
Quite remarkable, just 10 ones, no boundaries and 14 dots. So Chottogram Challengers keeping it wonderfully tight. There'll be a bowling change. Exciting. Shariful Islam from the Walton end. Inside the power play, I must remind you, if you look at that lower third a little while ago, you'd just be thinking, where are the boundaries? They haven't come. The Challengers have kept it extremely tight. The field, a deep backward square leg for the left arm seamer. Man, it's a deep point. Up for the challenge. Lots of chatter, a lot of excitement. Lots of conversation from the fielding side, so they definitely believe they can try and defend this 125.
Fair bit of chit-chat going on in the field. Chottogram Challengers up to the mark with the ball in hand. Definitely for the first 4 overs. Change in bowling. Seamer into the attack. And they definitely wouldn't mind the singles. Sirkat Ali on strike this time. 1/3. There's third man and deep backward square leg for him. The 2 men outside the circle.
On the pads, and finally it was uppish for a moment, but now a boundary. That'll loosen some pressure. That'll loosen a few shackles. Confirmation from the umpire. The boundary count is up and running.
Oh yeah. Pressure relieving boundary for Sirkat Ali. Fielding had to be better.
Yeah, but what I really liked about that is that he's played with the percentages on his pads. Rather than trying to be or go against the grain or overly attacking, he just played it off his pads, a flick of the wrist and through the leg side. This time it's short. Bowler tries to overcompensate, but it plugs in the outfield and should pick up a brace.
He does have to be careful, Sirkat Ali. There's no need for that. Did not time it as well as he would like to, but did fall in no man's land.
I don't mind that. It was short, and again playing the low percentage shot, low risk percentage shot. Just doesn't get all of it. Doesn't quite get the timing. Yes, the elevation is there, but the power wasn't quite enough just for it to kick on and get that overspin into the boundary wedges. Just a methodical change in the field. The man on the leg side just coming a bit squarer. That's a better length, a hard length. It's neatly played, just opening up the face of the bat. This is becoming a better over for Fortune Barasal. I'm not quite sure why the bowling change happened. Nasum was doing an excellent job. You could have given him an extra 1. Maybe that would have created a wicket-taking opportunity. Because wickets and fast wickets in this particular defending of this 125 keeps you in the game. Oh, swing and a miss.
I couldn't agree more with you, Eddie. They do need wickets, Chottogram Challengers, and wickets early. This one was close. It's the big face, Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. He's doing an excellent job. You could have just pushed him a little bit more for another over and kept things even tighter. Perhaps Mahedi Hassan probably thinking that maybe save him for the middle overs. Innovation, Saqib Al Hassan. The bowling change has proved very expensive. 12 off that over. It is 23 for 1.
পেয়েছিস? ম্যামকে জিজ্ঞেস করবো। কি জিজ্ঞেস করবে? আপনার উজ্জ্বলতার ক্রিম। ক্রিম না, আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স। জেসমিন আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স, যা দেয় মখমলি উজ্জ্বলতা। কাউকে বলো না, আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স।
আয়েলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয়, উই ডোন্ট জাজ। এক ট্যাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে। ফুড প্যান্ডা।
Borishal require 103 runs, 23 for 1 after the end of the 5th over. The last over was a good one for Fortune Borishal. I thought the spinners bowled well. That's why my fellow commentator Edward Rainsford thought that perhaps they could have continued with spin from both ends. Maybe some mirage continues. He's tossed that one out, but hit straight to the ground. Just a little bit deeper, standing at the edge of that circle. Well, have a look at this last ball from in the previous over. He just puts it away. At ease, knowing that the fielder was inside the circle, a short fine leg. So easy pickings for Saqib Al Hassan, who's now moved on to with the boundary. Now he needs 17 runs in this innings to become the 8th batter in BPL to score 1,500 runs. So he must be eyeing that milestone. Remember, he's also the highest wicket taker in the competition. He's all class. Good afternoon, Atul.
Good afternoon, Atul, and what a player. You know, as they say, that if you hang around long enough in any profession, you become respectable. And he has been doing what he does best. This is how. He's been promoted today. And that's where his full value can be derived. He bats higher up for his franchise, especially when you don't have many runs to chase.
Yeah, not too many fielders in the deep also, so it was a free Giri. Oh, he's gone through the defences. That is a beauty. It's a very good comeback from the skipper. He knows it. It matters the most. He's cleaned up Saqib Al Hassan after giving away a boundary, beg your pardon, in the previous delivery.
Again, it was tossed up. Greed led to his demise. It was full-length delivery, and that was brave bowling. Wonderful comeback. We've seen this happen today. Kera Lewis hit a 6 and got out, and now Saqib Al Hassan hitting a boundary and getting out at 30.
Tuid Ridoy is the new batter, right-hander, member of the under-19 World Cup winning squad, and he'll be eyeing to make a name for himself. 587 runs in his career so far, T20 career. Tons of talent for the youngster, and I just feel that this tournament, the 8th edition of Bangabandhu BPL 2020, will fire up the youngsters to explode with the bat and the ball. What a terrific spell this is turning out to be from the skipper of Chattogram Challengers. He's picked up an all-important wicket of Saqib Al Hassan in the previous layer. What an over! After the 6th, it's 28 for 2.
রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনের রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইল। যখন যেখানে খুশি মাজিপে অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
নতুন ক্লোজআপ ট্রিপল ফ্রেশ ফর্মুলার সাথে, যা মুখের কোনায় কোনায় পরিষ্কার করে, 99% পর্যন্ত জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয়, তোমাকে দেয় সতেজ কনফিডেন্স। নতুন ক্লোজআপ ট্রিপল ফ্রেশ ফর্মুলা।
আমি মুরগির মাংস খাবো। ছেলেটারই মুরগির আবদার নতুন কিছু না, তাই বাসায় রাখি রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মুরগির মাংসের মশলা। ব্যাস হয়ে যাবে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
Wickets, then you might just find yourself in a spot of bother, and that's exactly what Chattogram challengers will be hoping for.
Yes, that previous over when 14 runs were milked by Shakib and Shakat, that has made a lot of difference. You know, imagine they were 10 down for 2. So Miraz is doing exactly what Shakib Al Hasan did for his team. Both the captains are in thick of the action. But what he needs is support from the other end. Somebody needs to pick up wickets from the other end also to create that kind of pressure that was created on Chattogram.
Will be eyeing to make a big name for himself in this tournament. That's again spin introduced. I think that's the correct move. Knowing what the spinners did for Cochin Borishal and also for Chattogram challengers. It's all about spin. Have a look at this. After being belted for a boundary, tosses it up. I think it's a little bit too full and he just pushes it through. It doesn't turn. It just went on straight with the arm and he misses it completely. That's the big wicket.
I think surprised Shakib more than anything. That after going for that boundary, this well-flighted delivery was a bit of surprise for Shakib. But that's what makes Mehdi Miraz a special bowler. A special cricketer, I think. And you're right, talking about Uday. You know, IPL has created the cream of the team we are seeing now for India. And I think if BPL franchisees take enough youngsters in and groom them and give them opportunities in matches, then you'll see quality of batting, quality of cricket will improve all round in Bangladesh cricket also.
And when you get at this stage, when you're not chasing too many runs, so there's less pressure on a youngster like Tohid Redwan. He needs to take a little bit time to get set, get used to the conditions. Nicely cut away for a couple of runs. Good work from Naeem. Again, over the top, intentionally played, so he knows exactly what he's trying to do. So he'll come back for a very comfortable second. So it's good batting. With 2 to finish the over. 7 in that over, 35 for 2.
মা সন্তানের সম্পর্কের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ ত্বকের সাথে ভ্যাসলিনের সম্পর্ক। দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বককে শীতের শুষ্কতা থেকে সুরক্ষিত রাখে। 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ। সন্তানের সুস্থতার জন্য বসুন্ধরা ডায়াপ্যান্ট, ওর ভালোর জন্য।
এখন লাইফবয় শুধু ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষাই না, সাথে দেবে 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ ফ্রি। প্রতিটি প্যাকের সাথে পাবেন রবি হেলথ প্লাসের সহযোগিতায় 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ একদম ফ্রি। একটা মিসড কল দিন এই নম্বরে। করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষা আর ফ্রিতে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ শুধু লাইফবয়।
With the bat, can he be good with the ball? It's the big question. Have a look at that stats. More than capable of being very good with the ball also. Genuine all-rounder, 158 wickets, economy of just 7 runs in an over.
Yes, the economy is what is impressive. In today's cricket, today's franchise cricket, today's T20 cricket, if you're going around 7 runs and over, then you're doing your job very well. And then he's picking up wickets as well. We saw his batting today. That's one name that will immediately will come to focus if he does well.
He does have a lot of changes. Can bowl from the back of the hand, slower deliveries, knuckle ball, and a heavy ball also. So you have to be watchful and careful. Have a look at this. Straight away, knuckle ball. Genuine edge. He's got a little bit finer. So he'll be a difficult customer, especially on the surface. And he needs to come good for his team to ensure that they put them in more pressure, because they're not defending a big total. That is what they need to be watchful about.
This Benny Howell, if you see his muscles, looks like he can bowl really quick. But it's more to do with his variety, his guile. Oh, look at that. What a shot. What a shot by Shaikat. Just right in the slot. Not much mystery in this delivery. Easy 6 runs.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, and he's been playing domestic cricket for a very long time, so he knows these conditions. And that was a lovely pickup shot from Shaikat Ali. It was in the slot and beautifully played. Look at that follow through. Didn't even bother to run. Why would you want to run? Lovely 6. Comes with a shorter one from Benny Howell on that occasion, which has been put away for a single. Already 9 runs in an over. Cruising along, Borishal. 44 for 2. Circa, they look good. Tawhid Rida is not taking any time. He's picked up 6 of 6, so he's released the pressure. Make that 7 from 7. This is good batting.
You still have to keep the target in mind, and this was the slot. Shaikat was waiting, knew that Benny Howell is not going to bowl a quick one. Again, that kind of a similar shot Benny Howell also played. Just anchored the front foot down, keeping the center of gravity right in the middle, using the core strength just to hit that shot. You just have to time it, and then it goes out the distance. End of 8 is 46 for 2.
ওয়াও, পার্লারে গিয়েছিলি? না তো, তাহলে এত গ্লো কিভাবে? গ্লো লাভলি থেকে। শুধু গ্লো লাভলি? এটা কমায় ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস আর রোদের মলিনতা। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক মিনিট। গ্লো এন্ড লাভলির মাল্টিভিটামিন ত্বকের গভীরে প্রবেশ করে ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস ও রোদের মলিনতা কমিয়ে দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনের রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইল। যখন যেখানে খুশি মাজিক অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজে, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
বুঝছি স্যার, একদম ক্লিয়ার। সেরা আর বিশ্ব সেরার মধ্যে অনেক তফাৎ।
সত্যই বাংলাদেশ অনেক আগায় গেছে।
GPH Quantum.
Looks like it's going to be Nasul Ahmed. It is. It's been very economical, very good. Made his cut recently to represent Bangladesh team in the T20 internationals. Has been outstanding with the ball. Bangladesh keep on producing those left arm spinners. And he's one of the new ones to step into the national team. He needs to pick up wicket here. On stumps, nicely played off the back foot, just opening the face of the bat.
Yes, Nasum was a revelation in that series versus New Zealand. He was the highest wicket taker. Every match he bowled with the new ball and made inroads. Was virtually unplayable. He's got the ability to turn the ball as well. But this wicket, not so conducive for turning the ball square as it was in that series. So this could be tough work for Nasim Ahmed. But he's only given away 8 runs so far. He's bowled 14 deliveries. This is wide. He's trying to bowl slightly quicker through the air. Not relying on the surface. Just wants to dart the ball in.
Yeah, I think he's bowled well so far. Touch short on that occasion. So many things going into the minds of a bowler when they come to bowl and try to defend a low total. Change of strategy. And once someone is going good, someone like Shoikat who's moved on to 26 of 21, then you want to keep him quiet. But just have a look at what Tauhid Ridha is doing from the other end there. And now he's picked up 9 of 9. Oh, might be in danger. They were looking to pick up the second run, which was not available. And he's gone upstairs. Is he in trouble?
Well, looking at the reaction from Kenan Lewis, doesn't look like it.
Is the Dettol 100% sure decision pending? Well, he looks okay. He looks absolutely fine. And the Dettol 100% sure is not out. Just a bit of a mix-up because I never thought there was a second run available there. And especially if you look at the way Shaukat Ali has batted so far, why do you want to throw your wicket away by taking a run which is not there? Well bowled, nicely played. No real pressure on the batters because of the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, not a big total to chase.
It hasn't got that guile, hasn't got that drift that Shakib has, Nasum. Just relies more for the ball to do off the pitch. And with this fast arm action, this one is well bowled. I think right on cue, he was listening to me. Immediately showed he's got his flight. 9 overs gone, it's 52 for 2.
Making sure it is right. It is time to have Dettol germ-free.
বিশ্বমানের প্রযুক্তি নিয়ে প্রথম বাংলাদেশের পতাকাবাহী এলপিজি ক্যারিয়ার বসুন্ধরা এলপিজি চ্যালেঞ্জার 44,000 মেট্রিক টন সক্ষমতার বিশাল জাহাজ আমাদের গর্ব, আমাদের সকল গ্রাহকের অধিকার। বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস, ভরসা রাখুন, স্বাচ্ছন্দ্যে থাকুন।
ঠান্ডা বা গরম খাবার খেতে আমি ভয় পাই শিরশির অনুভূতির কারণে।
শিরশির অনুভূতি হয় সেন্সিটিভিটি থেকে। এটি দূর করতে পারেন সেন্সিটিভ এক্সপার্টের সাহায্যে। সাধারণ টুথপেস্টের তুলনায় এতে আছে 2 গুণ অ্যাক্টিভ উপাদান, যা শিরশির অনুভূতি থেকে মুক্তি দেয় মাত্র 30 সেকেন্ডে। সেন্সিটিভ এক্সপার্ট বাই পেপসোডেন্ট।
এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন মেরিল মিল্ক বার। 150 গ্রাম মেরিল মিল্ক সোপ বারের সাথে 25 গ্রাম মিল্ক সোপ বার ফ্রি। এখন দুধ দিয়ে গোসল হোক প্রতিদিন।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনের রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইলে। যখন যেখানে খুশি মাইজিপি অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
আয়েলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয়, উই ডোন্ট জাজ। এক ট্যাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে। ফুড প্যান্ডা।
চ্যালেঞ্জ আসতেই থাকবে, কিন্তু আমি থামবো না। নিউক্লিয়ার ম্যান আমাকে খুশকি থেকে দূরে থাকতে সাহায্য করে। এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে এবং বারবার ফিরে আসা বন্ধ করতে সাহায্য করে, আর নিয়মিত ব্যবহারে 99% জীবাণু দূর করে। লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
ফ্রেন্ডরা কি আর বলে কয়ে আসে? ভাগ্যিস ফ্রিজে মাংস ছিল, আর ছিল রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মাংসের মশলা। ব্যাস হয়ে যাবে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
তুমি জানো আমি কে? হ্যাঁ,
সম্মানিত যাত্রীবৃন্দ, এই ভদ্রলোক জানেন না উনি কে। যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন।
দুধ পান তাজার সাথে চায়ের দানায় আছে প্রাকৃতিক থেয়ামিন, যা মনকে করে তোলে তাজা।
প্রতিদিনের জীবনে ভালো অভ্যাস গড়ে তোলার মানে জীবনকে দেয়া একটু বেশি কিছু। আর এই ভালো অভ্যাসগুলোর একটি হোক প্রতিদিনের খাবারের তালিকায় বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি। কারণ এই লো ক্যালোরি আর লো কার্ব আপনাকে রাখবে হালকা আর বাড়াবে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা। বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি, প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায়, প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়।
Dettol germ-free strategic timeout is over. Let's play safe with Dettol. And the 50 on the board for Fortune Borishal. And it took them 51 deliveries to score those runs. 63 for Chattogram Challengers for the first 50. Mukhidul Islam. Mugdo. End the attack. Right arm. Seamer. Maybe some Mirage making changes to ensure that he can get another breakthrough here. So very crucial. At this stage, Chattogram Challengers were 44 for 4. Bowls with good pace. Again, a single of the ball that he has faced. He's now picked up 9 singles of 10 deliveries that he has faced. Tohid Ridoy. That's just outside the big bowl. Beautiful scenes from the drone. Have a look at the traffic. Today is the Friday holiday. That's why it's moving, it's sailing.
Looks like a dream, actually. Sometimes it takes us more than an hour to reach the hotel. And Dhaka is notorious, or the infamous, for its traffic jams. Right behind Bangkok, I think. Most likely 2 places in the world where you will more often than not be stuck in traffic. But today being Friday, looks like Marine Drive. This is the next match coming up. Khulna Tigers versus Minister Dhaka. Every year they make it more difficult for us to remember by adding or rejecting brands. I mean, so many franchises all over the world. These cities and states just adding their tags like Challengers or Night Riders or something like that. It's getting harder and harder to remember which one goes with which.
Yeah, just adding to that traffic logic that you just shared with the viewers. For me, my personal opinion, for me, the best place on the planet is Dhaka. It has always been Dhaka, and it will always be Dhaka, no matter what. No matter whether it's got heavy traffic or no traffic at all. It has been brilliant for me, and I'm sure that a lot of people enjoy living in Dhaka. I love it. I simply love it. I adore it.
Well, that's obvious. You know, water is wet and coal is black. Where you grow up, where you live, is your favorite city. But that's not the point we're discussing. We're talking about traffic. Where did this come from?
Traffic is all around the world, mate. Where you come from, I'm sure there's traffic in India. Which part of India are you from?
I am from Gurgaon.
No traffic?
There is traffic, but not as...
There you go. Confirmation, no traffic at all.
Always send the drone up on Friday.
It's nice, it's nice. It's...
Well, for you, you've got a pilot car in Dhaka anyway. You're a VIP here.
All right, back lies here. Straight to the fielder, 1 bounce. You know, it's been a decent over from Mukhidul Islam. He's only given away 3. Out of those 3, 1 has been a wide. It's a touch puller. He's trying to free his arms. Shoykot Ali hitting it straight into the ground and onto the fielder. He needs to finish off nicely here. The run rate just creeping up, closing on to 7 now. That's well bowled. That's a good over. That is a very good over from the youngster. 55 for 2 after 10.
লিকুইড হ্যান্ড ওয়াশের সাথে পাও জীবাণু থেকে 10 গুণ বেশি সুরক্ষা। তাই এখন পাম্প, রাব, ছু করো 10 গুণ বেশি জীবাণু। লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ 100 মিলি প্যাক এখন সাবানের দামে।
বুঝছি স্যার, একদম ক্লিয়ার। সেরা আর বিশ্ব সেরার মধ্যে অনেক তফাৎ।
সত্যই বাংলাদেশ অনেক আগায় গেছে। GPH কোয়ান্টাম।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনের রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইলে। যখন যেখানে খুশি ম্যাজিক অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
Very interestingly poised this game. Fortune Borishal have not really found it easy going. They've been made to work hard. 15 balls since the last boundary, so the bowlers doing their job despite defending. Not a very big total of 125, but all credit to the fielding unit. This little tuck away. It's what it's got to keep on doing. If the boundaries are not flowing, you've got to ensure that the scoreboard is kept rotating. You see the drone view of this lovely ground, the Sheramangla National Stadium. Once again, right on the money. Afternoon, Eddie.
Hello, Shamim. Good to be with you again. Yeah, 57 for 2, just gone par, just literally stepped over the halfway stage of this encounter, and not a lot in it. Chattogram challenges with 52 for 4. So, Parasal, 2 wickets to the good. So that sort of allows a better launching pad if they need it. Very good running between the wickets there. They pick up 2 runs fairly comfortably.
Nasim Ahmed, normally a very parsimonious bowler, doesn't really give away runs easily. It's a tight leash on his line and length. As I speak, it deviates down the leg side. Had to be, no?
Yeah, just down the leg side, slight indiscipline, overbalancing was the fielder. He actually nearly carried that into the boundary wedges, but had the presence of mind to let the ball go. Just errs in his line there. Nasim, he's been very good until perhaps the over 3 and 4. So 64 required of 55. Most T20 chasers around the world would just grab that with both hands every day of the week. So the equation still looks good. 7 off that over, it's 62 for 2.
পেয়েছিস? ম্যাম কি জিজ্ঞেস করবো? কি জিজ্ঞেস করবে? আপনার উজ্জ্বলতার ক্রিম। ক্রিম না, আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স। জ্যাসমিন আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স, যা দেয় মখমলি উজ্জ্বলতা। কাউকে বলো না, আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স।
'64 or 54 balls, as Eddie was saying, normally quite a gettable target. And edged it. And that's another one. Well, they have really kept on going and picking up the wickets for the batting unit at the wrong times.
Muqaddal Islam. He finds the outside edge. Lewis does the rest. And yes, they're well in this encounter now. That's an important breakthrough, an important wicket at an important time. Hiradoy, he's gone for 16 and 62 for 3.
চোখ থাকলে কি সবাই দেখতে পায়? ওই এতটুকুর জন্য আর কি, এতটুকুতেই শুরু হয় আর শুরুতেই শেষ করতে হয়। নিন, হাতটা মুছে নিন।
বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু, অশুদ্ধতার বিরুদ্ধে এক বিন্দু ছাড় নয়।
এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন মেরিল মিল্ক বার। 150 গ্রাম মেরিল মিল্ক সোপ বারের সাথে 25 গ্রাম মিল্ক সোপ বার ফ্রি। এখন দুধ দিয়ে গোসল হোক প্রতিদিন।
আয়েলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয়, উই ডোন্ট জাজ। এক ট্যাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে। ফুড প্যান্ডা।
It looked as if the batsmen were getting into the groove, just finding the timing right, getting the big runs. building up the partnership. Off went another wicket. And this has been the trend we've seen in the first part of the first game, and now it's continuing in the second one. Regular fall of wickets hasn't really allowed big partnerships to be built up. It's always kept the bowling unit interested.
It's laboured. It's hard, it seems, sometimes to just find those boundaries. It's actually taken 22 deliveries now since we've seen the last boundary, so pressure had been built. I don't want to say the shot wasn't on. I think it was. It's just the execution wasn't good enough.
I just felt he didn't go full hog at it.
It's also about making sure you get right across off stump, using the depth of the crease. There he just trusts his hand. He's a bit static in the approach to the shot. It's a cross-seam delivery, and so maybe hits the shiny sides and skids up and doesn't quite get the bounce he requires. And for the bowler, he's undone him. Picks up a wicket.
And just went across to the offside, just making that angle come into play. It very nicely, quickly through for the run. I think he's made good his ground. Inquiring look at the umpire, and he's going to go upstairs and have a look to make sure if the batsman's crossed over properly or not.
Just 100% sure. We have a look at this run out. Tell you what, Lewis with those arms, he doesn't half break the stumps, does he? And it'll be Dettel 100% not out.
Well, they couldn't just afford to lose a wicket at this point in time, but the running seemed to be under control. Seemed to be comfortably in. But still, once again, a new partnership being built. 62 needed of 51 balls, with lots of wickets in hand. But we keep on saying that. It's the way that the runs keep drying out that increases the pressure on the batters and leads to a fall of a wicket.
What you wouldn't want in this is a run out, especially if things start to get a little tighter. Now, the important part of the next stage of the game is how those 52 runs came in those last 5 overs. If Fortune Barasal get to the 15 over mark and that sort of equation is required, do they have it in them to emulate what Benny Howell did? 41 he got off 20 deliveries. Changes in the field as Midoff comes up into the circle. There's a man at sweeper through the offside. There's a third man. Fine leg is up in the circle. In fact, now the man at backward point is going to a deep point.
A little wide, Irfan Shakur not really going across, just trying to lay his bat on that one and not getting hold of it. Just talking about whether they have the capability of batting to come. Have a look at who's coming next. Mr. Bravo. So he's a man who can get things going.
Zayo Rahman as well. He's another one that can hit a long ball.
Indeed, sir. And Alzari Joseph. So they've got the persons who can produce the goods. It's a question of this partnership. How much pressure does it place by the way they approach the innings when the others come in, if they need to come in? Again, moving across, and the bowler trying to follow him, trying to bowl it further wide. Is to drag it onto the onside. Does manage to get a lower part of the bat and a couple of runs to boot. That is the...
আচ্ছা, ইউনিভার্সিটি ইলেকশনে শুধু ছেলেরাই দাঁড়ায়। এটা কে বদলাবে? বাবা, আমি ইলেকশনে দাঁড়াবো।
ইলেকশন করা রোদ, এত কষ্ট। বাদ দে মা।
তুমি তো উঠতে শিখিয়েছো, উঁচুতে উঠতে পারবো না, তা তো শেখাওনি। কড়া রোদ এটা সামলাবে, তুই গ্লো কর। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি এখন গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি। এটি রোদ থেকে বাঁচায় আর এর মাল্টিভিটামিন ডার্ক স্পটস কমায়, দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। আর এরপর দেশকে বদলে দেব। গ্লো করো নিজের পরিচয়, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনে রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইল। যখন যেখানে খুশি ম্যাজিক অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
Despite the fact that we all feel the wicket has been pretty decent, it's been the bowlers who have dominated. 2 for 10 by Mehdi Hassan Miraj, 1 for 7 for Mugdo. The others have been pretty parsimonious. Shariful's gone for a few. That's when it seemed that Fortune Borishal were getting the momentum required when he was bowling, but that has been stunted.
Yeah, a wicket plays some part in it, but it's also how you approach a certain surface. Do you have the skill to score runs? Is how. Comes back into the attack. It's a heave across the line. From the Walton end. It's definitely how you approach a certain surface. Because I think most surfaces, if you apply yourself, you will get runs. But pushing the front line there is how.
Yeah, looking at it square on, he almost overdid it. You're right, but what I felt was they could trust the track. There was nothing, no gremlins as such that we've noticed that have surprised the batters. And you're absolutely right. It's the approach, the adjustment to the track, which they haven't been able to garner as such. Oh, right through him. Did he get a bit of bat? A little bit of inside edge. Wait and see. It's the signal as the ball goes through for 4 rather fortuitous runs.
Yeah, this is what they call beaten all ends up. Had no idea what to do with this particular delivery. Again, there's his variety. Goes in between bat and pad through the gate. And all it does is doesn't hit timber. In fact, it gathers enough speed right across the advertising into the wedges. Oh gosh, now he's bowling off spin. What a variety this is. Comes off a long run and then all of a sudden off a short run and starts bowling spin. Very much what Andrew Simons used to do.
Yeah, and that surprises the batsman. He's preparing mentally to face a ball which will come at you at say 120 to 130 clicks, and suddenly is floating in. Now he comes over with his long run up and bowls his regular, but it's a slow delivery. Very nicely disguised.
This isn't easy. There's a tempo to bowling. They look fairly relaxed. Previous delivery, bowled off spin to the left-hander and then comes off a long run and then executes a Yorker. Benny Howe redefining himself.
He's done his bit with the bat, now doing it with the ball. Regular speed, regular bat speed, and a good bit of fielding. Diving, brilliant stuff. Absolutely marvelous.
That's good cricket all round. The skill of that man and the variety and the excellent fielding from Shamim out in the deep. For a moment, I think the batter thought he had got enough of it to run away for 4, and there, well-timed dive, on his feet, gets the throw away. Maybe a better throw could have actually found him in trouble.
And once again, that little bit of mix, that little bit of change in direction, just rolling the fingers, slowing it up, gets a dot ball to finish over number 13, 74 for 3.
আজকের ইন্টারভিউতে নতুন ফ্যাক্টরি ম্যানেজার পেয়ে গেলে ভালো।
পাবে।
তুমি এখানে?
ইন্টারভিউ শুরু করা যাক। হোম মিনিস্ট্রি চালায় তো ফ্যাক্টরি কেন না?
বাহ, ম্যানেজার ম্যাডাম, নতুন রিল।
আমার উজ্জ্বলতা, আমার পরিচয়। মাছটা আজ তুমি রান্না করে ফেলো না।
মাছ ব্যাপার না, রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মাছের মশলা থাকলে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
সন্তানের সুস্থতার জন্য বসুন্ধরা ডায়াপ্যান্ট, ওর ভালোর জন্য।
In the 20 overs, it's been a bowler-dominated match, and Fortune Borishal not finding they're going very easy. Still needing 52 runs of 42 balls to win this one. Chattogram will have other ideas, try and get some couple of more wickets and try to put the pressure back on. Low scoring, but a very interestingly poised match. Hoits it away, doesn't quite time it. Only going to get a single into the deep.
For me, I think that was also in the slot, given the field that was set. He's been able to hit it through a straight mid-wicket, would have picked up 4. Equation still manageable. 51 required of 41 deliveries. Nirov will come up in the circle for Soriful. There's a man at deep backward point. There's a very straight cover. Backward point is decent enough. Looking to save the single. And looking to bowl a hard length here. Oh, this is quite strange. Because now third man has come into the circle. And he's very fine. The top of your screen on the left-hand side.
Short, allows the batsman to swivel round, but he's found the fielder in the deep. Shoriful hasn't had a very, very eventful first over, 12 runs. He's trying to make amends, but with deliveries like that, I think he'll say that the batsman missed an opportunity to put it away. Just struggling with his lengths more than anything else. Shoriful Islam has had a good tour abroad recently. But this is a different format, different team, different setup. The lights are on here at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. Shoriful can generate a bit of pace with the extra height. He can get a bit of extra bounce. Tries to bowl the Yorker. It's going to become a low full toss.
It's really well bowled, I think. Looking to go across the stumps and try and heave it through the leg side. There he is. He sets up early. That's a big, thick inside edge onto pad. And he's just looking to go one way. I think even his normal stumps, he could have probably hit that through the cover region and maybe picked up a boundary. So making hard work of it.
Yeah, you're right. He's got the bat on the ball this time round. Really swung it around long and strong for the maximum.
Yeah, uses the pace and also the line. I did mention he's looking to go one way here. Soriful is not up to the task. In fact, he just bowls into the arc and he lifts, elevates and gets a good part of it and goes all the way for 6.
Magnificent shot that is. He was eyeing that area even in the previous delivery prior to the one that he hit for 6 when he tried to flick it away. But it's always eyeing the onside, and Shoriful is playing into his hands, not really getting his line right. In the process, it seemed pretty easy. That's better. That's better from Shoriful. Just getting that offside corridor going. Just realizing that he's going to try and pull it.
Just look at how he sets up very early. Shows the bowler that he's going right across the stumps. Frustrated that he couldn't do anything better than that, the batter on that occasion.
Takes a walk down, gets a bit of bat, again deviating down the leg side. Is it off the bat, off the feet? We'll then see if there's a signal from the umpire. It's leg byes, it's gone for 4 runs, and it's time for the timeout. Dettol germ-free strategic timeout. It is time to have Dettol germ-free strategic timeout. Audience watching from home can use this time to wash hands to ensure family safety.
আর কোনো বাধা থাকে না কাছে আসায়। এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও। সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
আয়েলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয়, উইরন জাজ এক ট্যাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে। ফুড প্যান্ডা।
এই জন্য আপনারা আমাকে ভোট দিন।
অরণি, তুমি নিজের চুল সামলাও। গরম ঘাম তোমার চুলে শাইন না নষ্ট করে দেয়।
চুল সামলাবো, শাইনও করবো। সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায়, যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন। চুল সামলাবো, শাইনও করবো।
এখন লাইফবয় শুধু ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষাই না, সাথে দেবে 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ ফ্রি। প্রতিটি প্যাকের সাথে পাবেন রবি হেলথ প্লাসের সহযোগিতায় 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ একদম ফ্রি। একটা মিসড কল দিন এই নম্বরে। করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষা আর ফ্রিতে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ শুধু লাইফবয়।
আপনার চুল কখন সবচেয়ে বেশি খারাপ ছিল?
যখন চুল পড়া শুরু হয়নি।
চুল পড়া চুলের ড্যামেজের লক্ষণ। ট্রাই ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ। এই নিউট্রিলাভ সিরাম আর 1/4 ময়শ্চারাইজিং মিল্ক চুলের ভেতর থেকে পুষ্টি যোগায়, চুল পড়া কমায় 98% পর্যন্ত। আনবিটেবল হেয়ার ফল প্রোটেকশনের জন্য ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ এখন মিনি প্যাকেট 16% এক্সট্রা ফ্রি।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনে রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইল। যখন যেখানে খুশি ম্যাজিক অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজে, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
বুঝছি স্যার, একদম ক্লিয়ার। সেরা আর বিশ্ব সেরার মধ্যে অনেক তফাৎ।
সত্যই বাংলাদেশ অনেক আগায় গেছে।
GPH কোয়ান্টাম।
Belgium-free strategic timeout is over. Let's play safe with Dettol. 40 runs from 36 balls. Interesting to poise, to say the least. Now, the skipper's back. 2 for 10 in his 3 overs has been absolutely top class in the early part of the innings, and he'll be trying to eke out another wicket and put the pressure, continuing the pressure that has been created so far. Down the wicket, gives him the charge. Straight as an arrow. Brilliant shot. Fantastic strike.
Shafik Ali has been excellent. Straight after the strategic timeout, nimble on his feet, flight is dished up, and a wonderful swing of the bat to the safest part of the ground, and in fact, great distance. Picks up 6 to start the over.
Immediately the pressure on the bowler. There have been obviously some discussions about just stepping on the gas during that break. And Shaukat Ali is not going to hang around. It's up in the air. The two fielders trying to get to it. And eventually just standing his ground at the edge of the boundary line and takes a very, very well judged catch.
Will Jakes, and as you said it, Shamim, he says he doesn't want to hang around. He doesn't, in fact. Finds the man in the deep at cow corner. The captain, straight after the strategic timeout, hit for 6. Striker thinks he can pick up another one. Doesn't get over all of it. Comes off the toe end of the bat. Comfortable catch. Easy as you like. It's almost as if he didn't need to move. Shaukat Ali, 39. It's 92 for 4.
Well, the big man is here. And that's not a player you'd like as a bowling unit to see. With 34 runs needed of 34 balls. Reversing, missing, and appeal. And up goes the finger. 2 and 2. Now there's no DRS. The umpires decided in favor of the bowler. Things are turning around.
Sukai, someone who was targeting the leg side. looking to get across his stumps and play with the leg side. Now he's gone totally against his game plan and tried to play the reverse sweep. It looks so adjacent. Miraz thinks so, and so does the umpire. I tell you what, double.
এক্সপিরিয়েন্স করুন মেরিল মিল্ক বার 150 গ্রাম মেরিল মিল্ক সোপ বারের সাথে 25 গ্রাম মিল্ক সোপ বার ফ্রি। এখন দুধ দিয়ে গোসল হোক প্রতিদিন।
Salman Hussain is the new batsman in.
That's fine.
Well, he will be pondering the situation. On a hat-trick now, Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Oh, almost creeping through. Batsman does well to come down on it.
Wow. 4 for 16, and he's still got 2 deliveries to go. Mehdi Hasan Miraz, the captain, and that was the wicket a short while ago. And he's having an absolute dream outing with the ball, the captain. He's kept his side in the hunt.
Cricket's such a great leveler. 6 of the first ball, and suddenly you get 2 wickets, 2 important wickets. You're back in the hunt. You've got your tail up. This is excellent work by the skipper. Oh, there's a chance of run out. I think he's got him. Direct throw. I think he's gone. Wait and see. The umpire's gone upstairs, but this has been an absolutely terrific piece of fielding here. Good all. Let's be sure. Decision pending. Here it comes.
A great piece of fielding. Direct hit. He looks gone for all money. What an over this is for Chattogram. The challengers, yes, it is a direct hit. It looks like he's short of his ground. And what an over straight after a strategic timeout. Decision pending. Detto, let's be 100% sure, and it's 100% out. Wow. Gone without scoring. He's gone for Nortez Hussain, and this over has brought about 3 wickets. It is 92 for 6.
Dream Smart Liquid দেয় একদম ঝকঝকে থালা বাসন।
স্মার্ট কেন হব না?
Well, another twist in this innings of chase of 125 for Fortune Borishal. We're cruising along, and all of a sudden in the previous over, they lost 3 wickets. New batter is Ziaur Rahman. The last wicket to fall was of a run-out direct hit, ensuring that Chattogram challengers makes life a little bit difficult for Fortune Borishal. Dwayne Bravo is still there, the experienced campaigner. They need 34 of 30, and they have 4 wickets in hand. What do you reckon, Atul?
Well, the equation doesn't look that difficult. Yes, you're right. Dwayne Bravo holds the key to this game, but Barishal has done everything in their power to lose this game so far. Actually, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory almost. But what a spell from Messrs. Chaudhary and Rensford. Got 4 wickets. But this shows that what pressure does. And surprisingly, this is a good batting pitch. So maybe early days for this tournament. Maybe the template is not set yet. The teams' combinations are not that settled. We've seen a lot of erratic batting today from both teams.
Yeah, what about that effort from Medius and Miraj, who's picked up 4 for 16 in 4 overs? The skipper leading from the front as a bowler. And then that run out. Excellent piece of fielding.
Yes, he's doing everything. Picking up wickets, having that run out. He's one man versus the whole team. But always been very impressed with his attitude.
Yes, Fortune Borishal has lost 3 wickets for no runs in that last over. The required run rate is now gone over 7 runs in an over. There's still quite a lot of batting to come. Even in the middle, we spoke about Dwayne Bravo. What about Ziaur Rahman? He's a heavy hitter of the cricket ball. You know, he can really play some big shots. But it's not about hitting big shots at the moment. They need to ensure that they do not go on to lose more wickets from here on. It just will make life a little bit more difficult for Borishal for the chase. I think singles is what they would be looking for, just to take things a little bit easy. They are in a bit of a pressure at the moment. 2 new batsmen in the crease.
But yes, you're right. Dwayne Bravo has got the experience to know that all he needs is just to hang around. No need for big shots, because the previous batsman had done their bit, but they lost the wicket. I think the slide started from Shakib Al Hasan's wicket. Shakib would have played for another few overs and this match would have been one-sided. But this is good bowling. And Benny Howell, what about him? Very impressive, this guy. The batting, we saw already. The bowling, he's got the variety. Bowls off-spinners to left-handers. And what a complete package. What a pick from Borishal.
Yeah, he's the one who got it all started while he was batting. 41 of 20 deliveries to ensure they had 125 on the board. 31 of 25 now. Again, a slower delivery. Malil will pick up a single. Last 30 deliveries, 34 for 4. 96 for 6.
রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনের রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইল। যখন যেখানে খুশি মাজিক অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই, সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
Chattogram Challengers put into bat 125 for 8 thanks to that knock of 41 of 20 deliveries from Benny Howard. But all of a sudden, Fortune Borishal finds themselves in a spot of ballers after the end of the 16th over. 96 for 6, top 6 already back in the hut. They still require 30 in the last 4 overs. 30 from 24. We have spoken about the experience of Dwayne Bravo and also the experience of Ziaur Rahman. Never easy for a new batter to come in and start to look to score runs quickly. Important for Mukhidul Islam to bowl a really good over here to even make life a little bit more difficult for Fortune Borishal to chase a low total. Ziaur Rahman on strike. 3 fielders on the offside, inside the circle, mid-off, cover and point. And he bowls a wide delivery.
Well, I think the focus should be to go for the wickets here. Because if Borishal bat through, they will get the runs. And Raj knows this. He's played out of cricket. And I think this is a pretty open field. And they're trying to create dot balls and create pressure so the batsman makes the mistake. I don't think so that the batsman will try to do something over the top. Oh! As soon as I said it, oh, what a try. And what a shot. He's saying that he Didn't time it well, but what an effort in the boundary. Front foot full. And what a valiant effort. Brilliant. But a well-needed boundary for Barishaw.
Yeah, he could have been in business, Shamim Hussain. He's a very good fielder. In the outfield and also inside the circle, that was a very good effort. And if he'd gone a little bit closer, he would have taken that brilliant catch. And in the end, it just got past him. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Nothing wrong. 100% from the youngster. But it's the boundary that will count. And Barishal gets over 100. It's 101 for 6 now.
They need something special, something miraculous in the field to again get back in the game. That 1 over from Heraj got them back. But once you score 125, then you have to do a lot more. They've done the tough part.
The Khulna Tigers up next, taking out Minister Dhaka, and Khulna Tigers are in the stadium. There they are, a little bit earlier than the rest, to ensure that they have a good look at what is happening in the middle. Low full toss. Oh, could have easily carried on, but just stopping short of that fielder at mid-off. Maybe perhaps eyeing to clear it over the top of mid-off. Doesn't time it, but gets away with it.
Well, it seems to have the power, but this time not connecting sweetly with the bat. Leaving slightly dangerously for my liking at this point, because Dwayne Bravo should be the calming factor here, telling Zia Woods to just cool it. You've got that boundary. Do not give another chance.
Mushfiqur Rahim in the middle. Next to him, to his right, is Farhad Reza. Trying out to find a solution when they get in, what to do in the middle. Mushfiqur Rahim will be eyeing to make a big statement. He's been Mr. Dependable for Bangladesh for such a long time. That's well bowled onto the stump, but an easy single because the man at mid-off have been pushed back to long off.
The sun is setting ever so slowly. The lights are on, and we are all set for the next big game. But this match still has got life in it. 1 wicket more, Athar, and I think this could get really interesting.
That is a cracking shot. It's the width, and he's crashing it through cover and mid-off for a boundary. A very welcome boundary for Fortune Barishal.
Well, this over was supposed to be very important. Mukidul was supposed to just keep it tight. If pick up a wicket, then it's a bonus. But Ziaur has spanned 2 fantastic boundaries in this over already. So taking a lot of pressure off Dwayne Bravo.
Yeah, it's a little bit too full, and allowing the bat to free his arms. And he's responded with the boundaries. He's picked up 2 boundaries already in this over. 19 of 19 now. That's a wide.
Looking much more relaxed now, Ziaur. These 2 boundaries have really tilted the balance for me, because before the over started, it was on the nice edge. 1 more wicket would have made matters more interesting, but those 2 boundaries. So this is what it is. This is how you gain in confidence, your team gains in confidence, when in the crunch moments you can squeeze out a couple of boundaries or runs. Oh, another big hit. What a shot. This guy has got a lot of power. Using all the muscle he's got.
Yeah, he has the reputation of hitting big sixes. That's a great reputation to have Once again, the width given. Has it gone all the way? Oh yes, it looks like it has. That is a cracking shot from the bat of Ziaur Rahman. Again, it's the width and also a little bit fuller. It has gone, definitely gone across the ropes there. Expensive over.
Still not over.
6 to finish the over. 18 in that over. 114 for 6. What an over, the previous over. 18 in that over for Mukhidul Islam. Now they require only 12 from 18 deliveries. Have they gone a little bit better from the top order in terms of batting? Chattogram challengers would have posted a little bit more. They would have put a little bit more pressure at the moment. It's all about Fortune Borishal. Shariful Islam back in the attack. Off his legs, 4 more. They're closing into the first victory. Lovely touch from the bat of Dwayne Bravo.
Well, a lot of lessons for Barishal to take from this game now that they are on the cusp of the first victory you mentioned. Oh, what a beautiful shot that is. Always in very risky, very classy on the leg side, Dwayne Bravo. But they have made heavy weather of this 125 score. They should have just cantered along and got to this. Lost too many wickets. And it's always nice to have problems and solve them. Now they start strongly. We've seen in IPL so many times some teams just blast off and keep on winning, and then suddenly they lose momentum. In a long tournament, it's very important to peak at the right time. And from Chattogram, well, they will also learn from this, that how to utilize the 20 overs.
Delicate touch from DJ Bravo, and then a lovely drive down the ground. The first two delivery fetching him 6 runs. Short one, tucked away. But such a beautiful touch from DJ Bravo. But it was up to Ziaur Rahman, who smashed his way onto very quickly to 17 of just 9 to ensure that Borishal stays on the winning path. 5 from 15. Were bowled. Yorker. Now have a look at the first one from DJ Bravo. Delicate, very delicate touch. Just nice flicker. Good wrist work. And then the second one was a drive down the ground. Have a look at that. He holds his pose. Beautiful. Off the back foot. Only be a single. It's the batting depth that Fortune Borishal has shown. Even if they lost to the top order, they have enough armory in the batting lineup to ensure they can go big. 4 from 13 now.
Yes, 1 hit away from the first victory. Dwayne Bravo wants to go unbeaten. Quick bouncer, well directed. Beautiful Islam. Expensive today. 29 runs in 3 overs. It's 123 for 6 after 18.
Three required. Fortune Borishal cruising along, and I'll be hoping that they can win in this over. He bowls everything, doesn't he, Benny Howell? Seam, spin, off spin, leg spin. What's next?
Oh, it's got leg spin also. So he's an all-rounder in the true spirit of that word. But batting we saw today from him was very impressive. And the record, 143 matches with an economy of around 7, is also special. 145 wickets also is taken. So seems to be a player made for franchise cricket. Well, I can see that Dwayne Bravo is looking for a big hit now. He's had enough of this. And Kenar Lewis. It's a big set of furniture behind the stumps, eh?
Well, if you look at the performance of Fortune Borishal, they'll be happy that but what they have achieved in the end, but they'll be a touch disappointed with the way they faced up to someone like Madison Mirage. He picked up 4 for 16, all top order batsmen. So still a lot of work to be done, a lot of homework to be done when they come back for their second game. But it's a very nice feeling. That's it. Is that the case? Yes, it is. It's over. Borishal, Fortune Borishal win, and win by 4 wickets. First victory in the first encounter with the Chattogram challengers. DJ Bravo unbeaten on 12 in making sure that he stayed there till the very end. Khalid Mahmood, the head coach, must be a very happy coach. High fives all around, and why not? Points on the table, and their first win by 4 wickets.
Well, yes, a comfortable win at the end, and if you believe in Feng Shui or affirmations or Vastu, then just putting the word fortune in front of the name will bring some fortune. Fortune Borishal off to the winning start. The points on the board. Happy faces, but utter disappointed to see not the fans of cricket enjoying this wonderful event. Very unfortunate, the stadium, it's a magnificent stadium. And this is a batting card. Shaikat was the one holding it together in the beginning, 39 runs he got. But after that, there was a mini collapse. We mentioned that. 4 wickets to Mehdi Miraz. And what a performer he has been. But then, Bravo and Ziaul, especially those 2 boundaries in 1 over in the Mukidul over, that changed the scenario. And reaching home by 8 balls to spare.
It took them 18.4 overs. It took them a lot of time, thanks to that wonderful, wonderful spell from the skipper of Chattogram Challengers, who bowled 4 overs, Madison Mirage, 4 for 16. Was absolutely brilliant with the ball. Did not get any support whatsoever from his frontline bowlers. Mukidul chipping him in with a wicket late in the day, but it was all about Madison Mirage. Not enough total on the board. That's the reason they've gone on to lose this encounter by 4 wickets. Yeah, started straight away. They picked up a wicket very early. Some good-looking shots from the right-hander. Shakib Al Hasan also putting one away quite easily. Short ball pulled away. And then a little bit fuller, trying to be a little bit more aggressive. And a clever piece of bowling from Medias and Virat to send Shakib back. Shoaib Ali was very good down the ground. So is Ridoy trying to cut and finding the keeper of the bowling of Mukhidul Islam. Benny Howell, some really good feeling in the deep from Shamim Hussain. Irfan Suku picked up a big six. That was a very good shot down the ground from Shaikat Ali. Again, this time onto the mid-wicket area where he rolled out to Will Jacks off the bowling of you know who else but Medias and Virat.
Yes, just made the score of 125 go a long way by spell. Otherwise, this match could have been over sooner because this was a good batting pitch. So some poor batting display. But all that matters at the end is that we won first game. And what a brilliant try this was. But Ziaur Rahman came out with guns blazing. Powerful hitting in the end. And that made the matters so easy for them. Then went down over chasing 2 boundaries. And then putting that seal on the 50. So quite an eventful first game of 8th edition of Bangladesh Premier League. Wicket being prepared.
So that's the summary of Match 1 Bangamondo BPL 2022. Chattogram Challengers is scoring 125 for 8 thanks to the innings of 41 of just 20 from Benny Howell to ensure they get past 120. And in the end, Fortune Borishal cruising home with 4 wickets in hand. Shaikat Ali chipping in with a nice 39 up the order. Medias and Miraj was very, very good with the ball, but not good enough to go on to pick up a victory in his very first match. We'll take a short break and we'll come back for the second encounter.
Cricketers of the world head to Pakistan for the 7th edition of the PSL. Can the Multan Sultans retain their title? Or has the time come to crown new champions? Catch all the exhilarating T20 action of the Pakistan Super League 27 January onwards, live on T-Sports.
The Spanish La Liga, live and exclusive on T-Sports.
ঘরের মাঠে সাদা বলের ধুমধারাক্কা BPL, শর্টেস্ট ফরম্যাট অফ ক্রিকেটে 6 দলের বাহাদুরি, দলের স্ট্রেংথ, উইকনেস, ম্যাচের স্পটলাইট, প্লেয়ারদের পারফরমেন্স নিয়ে পিন পয়েন্ট অ্যানালাইসিস, সাবেক তারকা ক্রিকেটারদের প্রাণবন্ত বিশ্লেষণ। প্রতিদিন ম্যাচ শুরুর 1 ঘন্টা আগে বাজি স্পোর্টস স্ট্রেইট ড্রাইভে 21 জানুয়ারি থেকে 18 ফেব্রুয়ারি সরাসরি জি স্পোর্টসে। প্লেয়ারের চেয়ে বড় ক্লাব, কিংবদন্তিরা চলে যান, আসে কত ঝড়, কিন্তু ক্লাবটাই তো প্রাণ। ঝড় ঝাপটার সামাল দিতে শিখে গেছে রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ। ক্লাব ফুটবলের রাজ, স্প্যানিশ ফুটবলের ছাঁচ, আরো ভয়ঙ্কর অ্যাটলেটিকো মাদ্রিদ। ডিয়েগো সিমিওনে আবার থাকতে চায় নাম্বার 1-এ। সিবিএস ফাউন্টেন থেকে ফাউন্টেন অফ নেপচুন, কাতালোনিয়া ঘুরে আন্দালুসিয়া বা বাস্ক, ফ্রি ফ্লুইড অ্যান্ড অ্যাটাকিং ফুটবল পসরা স্প্যানিশ লা লিগা টি স্পোর্টসে। The Pakistan Super League, 27 January onwards, live on T-Sports.
The Spanish La Liga, live and exclusive on T-Sports.
ঘরের মাঠে সাদা বলের ধুমধারাক্কা BPL, শর্টেস্ট ফরম্যাট অফ ক্রিকেটে 6 দলের বাহাদুরি, দলের স্ট্রেংথ, উইকনেস, ম্যাচের স্পটলাইট, প্লেয়ারদের পারফরমেন্স নিয়ে পিন পয়েন্ট অ্যানালাইসিস, সাবেক তারকা ক্রিকেটারদের প্রাণবন্ত বিশ্লেষণ। প্রতিদিন ম্যাচ শুরুর 1 ঘন্টা আগে বাজি স্পোর্টস স্ট্রেইট ড্রাইভে 21 জানুয়ারি থেকে 18 ফেব্রুয়ারি সরাসরি জি স্পোর্টসে। Cricketers of the world head to Pakistan for the 7th edition of the PSL. Can the Multan Sultans retain their title, or has the time come to crown new champions? Catch all the exhilarating T20 action of the Pakistan Super League, 27 January onwards, live on T-Sports. প্লেয়ারের চেয়ে বড় ক্লাব, কিংবদন্তিরা চলে যান, আসে কত ঝড়, কিন্তু ক্লাবটাই তো প্রাণ। ঝড় ঝাপটার সামাল দিতে শিখে গেছে রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ। ক্লাব ফুটবলের রাজ, স্প্যানিশ ফুটবলের ছাঁচ, আরো ভয়ঙ্কর অ্যাটলেটিকো মাদ্রিদ। ডিয়েগো সিমিওনে আবার থাকতে চায় নাম্বার 1-এ। সিবিএস ফাউন্টেন থেকে ফাউন্টেন অফ নেপচুন, কাতালোনিয়া ঘুরে আন্দালুসিয়া বা বাস্ক, ফ্রি ফ্লুইড অ্যান্ড অ্যাটাকিং ফুটবল পসরা স্প্যানিশ লা লিগা টি স্পোর্টসে।
বলের মাঠে সাদা বলের ধুমধারাক্কা বিপিএল। শর্টেস্ট ফরম্যাট অফ ক্রিকেটে 6 দলের বাহাদুরি। দলের স্ট্রেংথ, উইকনেস, ম্যাচের স্পটলাইট, প্লেয়ারদের পারফরমেন্স নিয়ে পিন পয়েন্ট অ্যানালাইসিস। সাবেক তারকা ক্রিকেটারদের প্রাণবন্ত বিশ্লেষণ। প্রতিদিন ম্যাচ শুরু 1 ঘন্টা আগে বাজি স্পোর্টস স্ট্রেট ড্রাইভে 21 জানুয়ারি থেকে 18 ফেব্রুয়ারি সরাসরি টি স্পোর্টসে।
He was waiting for that. Good evening and welcome to the Sherabangla National Stadium. We are just at the end of game number 1 on the Wangabodho BPL T2 2020, presented by BBS Cables and powered by Walton. It was a low-scoring match, but an interesting match, which Fortune Borishal won emphatically eventually by 4 wickets. Right, now straight to the post-match presentation ceremony. I'd like to request Mehdi Hassan Miraj, captain of the Chattakam Challengers, to come across and have a few words, please. Miraj, it was a low-scoring match at one point in time. Despite defending a small target, your bowlers did well. But I think there's something to be done with the batting.
Yeah, especially in the power play is 3 wickets gone, so it's difficult for our teams, you know. And I think 25 runs short. If we get 25 runs, so definitely can happen the matches.
Yes, it's the first game and everyone has problems. Get used to the wicket. Benny Hall did very well to score those runs and put up some kind of total for the bowlers to bowl to.
Yeah, definitely. Benny Hall did very well, you know. He got 40 runs also in maybe 20 balls. So our bowler try to beat good length, but unfortunately the bowlers not getting in the middle over, not getting wickets. So that's the problem, I think so.
Do you think the fall of wickets was due to maybe not getting used to the wicket? The wicket seemed to be pretty decent, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit turning, you know, in the spinning a little bit, and I think the batsman sometimes can back up length, so that's the problem. I think our bowler sometimes ball in the backup length, so they're very good side, you know, in the Borishal, so they're doing very well.
Well, this is a kind of a 2-in-1 interview, because you're talking about your bowler, you're talking about your own performance. 4 wickets for 16 runs in this format of the game is fantastic. You must be pretty pleased with that.
Definitely, but if we won the match, so definitely we are happy. But
of course. Anyway, you've tried your best. Best of luck for that, and for your wonderful bowling performance. The commentators have decided, educated, that you are the BBS Cables Player of the Match, Man of the Match. So you get an award of $500 if you just go across and stand behind that.
Yes, thank you.
And congratulations, Mehdi Hassan Miraj. He is he's 4 for 16 and also scored 9 runs. Mehdi Hassan Miraj is the BBS Cables Player of the Match. Thank you very much, Mehdi. Right. Now I would like to talk to Shakib Al Hassan, the winning captain. First game, when you won the toss, you said that anything could happen. Pretty much the way you planned?
Yes, I thought we bowled brilliantly. I thought we could bowl a little better. Having said that, I thought if before the start of the toss, anyone would have asked me if I take 125 to chase, I would have done that. So, yeah, very happy the way we played this game. Obviously, there are some areas we can obviously improve, but very good way to start the tournament.
Absolutely, and any good start morning shows the day. You're very confident of the group of players that you have got. The overseas players have even Shaukat Ali putting up the hands, so that must be pleasing for you.
Yes, when we made that team, we thought we got a very good balanced side. We bat till deep. We got some very good hitters and we got some very good bowlers as well. So we back our players, and but the start we needed, we got that. Now it's all about momentum.
It's the momentum that we hope you all will gather. It's very well played for you. The first game, Hope you carry on like this for the rest of the games.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shakib Al Hassan. Right, so that's it. That's it from the presentation for the moment.
Right, that is the second encounter, match number 2, Bangladesh Premier League 2022. It's going to be Khulna Tigers versus Minister Dhaka. Up next, live from Meerpur, Dhaka.
পেয়েছিস? ম্যাম কি জিজ্ঞেস করবো? কি জিজ্ঞেস করবে? আপনার উজ্জ্বলতার ক্রিম। ক্রিম না, আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স। জ্যাসমিন আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স, যা দেয় মখমলি উজ্জ্বলতা। কাউকে বলো না আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স।
এখন লাইফবয় শুধু ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষাই না, সাথে দেবে 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ ফ্রি। প্রতিটি প্যাকের সাথে পাবেন রবি হেলথ প্লাসের সহযোগিতায় 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ একদম ফ্রি। একটা মিসড কল দিন এই নম্বরে, করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষা আর ফ্রিতে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ শুধু লাইফবয়।
দ্বিধা ভাঙলে আর কোনো বাধা থাকে না কাছে আসায়। এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
পেয়েছিস? ম্যাম কি জিজ্ঞেস করবো? কি জিজ্ঞেস করবে? আপনার উজ্জ্বলতার ক্রিম। ক্রিম না, আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স। জ্যাসমিন আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স, যা দেয় মখমলি উজ্জ্বলতা। কাউকে বলো না আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স।
এখন লাইফবয় শুধু ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষাই না, সাথে দেবে 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ ফ্রি। প্রতিটি প্যাকের সাথে পাবেন রবি হেলথ প্লাসের সহযোগিতায় 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ একদম ফ্রি। একটা মিসড কল দিন এই নম্বরে, করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষা আর ফ্রিতে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ শুধু লাইফবয়।
দ্বিধা ভাঙলে আর কোনো বাধা থাকে না কাছে আসায়। এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
পেয়েছিস? ম্যাম কি জিজ্ঞেস করবো? কি জিজ্ঞেস করবে? আপনার উজ্জ্বলতার ক্রিম। ক্রিম না, আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স। জ্যাসমিন আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স, যা দেয় মখমলি উজ্জ্বলতা। কাউকে বলো না আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স।
Cricketers of the world head to Pakistan for the 7th edition of the PSL. Can the Multan Sultans retain their title? Or has the time come to crown new champions? Catch all the exhilarating T20 action of the Pakistan Super League 27 January onwards, live on T-Sports.
বসো। শরীফুল দাঁড়াও, ক্লাসরুমে ক্রিকেট খেলা। আচ্ছা বলো তো খেলা কোথায় হবে?
আমি বলি স্কুলের মাঠে।
বসো, বলো।
টাউন হল মাঠে।
কি শরীফুল হাত তুললা কেন?
স্যার এবার আমি বলি,
বলো।
সব খেলা হবে টি-স্পোর্টসে।
BPL সিজনে জমবে 21 জানুয়ারি থেকে 18 ফেব্রুয়ারি 6 দলের হাড্ডাহাড্ডি লড়াই সরাসরি টি-স্পোর্টসে।
প্লেয়ারের চেয়ে বড় ক্লাব। কিংবদন্তিরা চলে যান, আসে কত ঝড়, কিন্তু ক্লাব চাইতো প্রাণ। ঝড় ঝাপটার সামাল দিতে শিখে গেছে রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ। ক্লাব ফুটবলের রাজ, স্প্যানিশ ফুটবলের ছাঁচ। আরো ভয়ঙ্কর অ্যাটলেটিকো মাদ্রিদ। ডিয়েগো সিমিওনে আবার থাকতে চায় নাম্বার 1-এ। সিবিএস ফাউন্টেন থেকে ফাউন্টেন অফ নেপচুন, কাতালোনিয়া ঘুরে আন্দালুসিয়া বা বাস্ক। ফ্রি ফ্লুইড অ্যান্ড অ্যাটাকিং ফুটবল পসরা স্প্যানিশ লা লিগা টি স্পোর্টসে।
The Pakistan Super League, 27 January onwards, live on T-Sports.
বসো শরীফুল, দাঁড়াও। ক্লাসরুমে ক্রিকেট খেলা, আচ্ছা বলো তো খেলা কোথায়
আর আমি
হবে?
বলি স্কুলের মাঠে।
বসো, বলো।
টাউন হল মাঠে।
কি শরীফুল হাত তুললা কেন?
স্যার এবার আমি বলি
বলো।
সব খেলা হবে টেস্ট স্পোর্টসে।
বিপিএল সিজনে জমবে 21 জানুয়ারি থেকে 18 ফেব্রুয়ারি 6 দলের হাড্ডাহাড্ডি লড়াই সরাসরি টি স্পোর্টসে।
He was waiting for that.
A very good afternoon from all of us here at the Sher-e-Bangla Stadium for the start of another edition of the Bangabandhu BPL. This is fantastic. The sun is out. There are going to be 2 matches today. The first match between Chattogram Challengers and Fortune Borishal, and the one in the evening that follows is Khulna Tigers versus Minister Dhaka. There's going to be a lot of action. Ground here, lovely ground, the home of cricket.
It is the Bangabandhu Bangladesh Premier League 2022. It is the first game of the 8th edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. It's time for the toss. Alongside me is the match referee, Mr. Raul Fortune Barisal, Captain Shakib Al Hassan, and the Chattogram Challengers with Mahedi Hassan Miraz. Right, Mr. Raul, you've got the coin. Give it a toss. Heads is the call. And heads it is. Shakib Al Hassan has won the toss. Shakib, you've won the toss. What do you want to do?
We'll look to field first.
And of course, we know the 2 teams now. This gives me an opportunity to welcome Atul Wasan.